Let's get it. We on a telethon, fam. We on a telethon today. Shout out to all the Promote the Truth family from all over the world. 457,228 subscribers strong on our YouTube channel. Thousands upon thousands on our Facebook, all of our other platforms. It's just spreading. The name of Yahuwah is coming. There's nothing nobody on this earth can do to stop the truth from hitting the earth this time. I want to welcome you to this incredible telethon operation. Let's go. This is Operation Let's Go. Why? Because we announced yesterday on the Shabbat gathering something very special. But before I tell you that, you got to drop some fives in the chat. Put some fives in the chat. Put some fives in the chat. Brother Robert Arentz is gifted out some memberships to support our incredible YouTube channel. Thank you, Brother Robert, for all of you that are accepting that. That provides support to our YouTube channel so we can continue to spread all over the world using the powerful YouTube. So drop some fives in the chat if y'all can hear me okay. We're going to be going strong all day long. So every couple of hours, we're gonna go between an hour and a half to 2 hours, take about a 2-hour break, then come back, another hour and a half to 2 hours, take a 2-hour break, and then come back. So we'll be going around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, around 2:15 Eastern Standard Time, somewhere around 6 to 6:15 we start Eastern Standard Time. And what we do is we just pour in. We let everyone know that we're doing business, kingdom business, at what? tsinfo.org. Right here in the bottom left of the screen. You see it right here, right here, right here, right here. tsinfo.org. tsinfo.org. All right, can y'all hear me good? Because Lena says she might hear a little static. Am I coming in clear? Am I coming in clear? Am I coming in clear? I got a bunch of 5s in the chat. Make sure that's clear. I want to make sure I'm crystal clear. I'll do a mic check over here, because I got great information I'm going to share with you today. You already see that title. That title lets you know already it's going to be lit. It's going to be lit today. Yeah, all right. Bill said he hears me crystal clear. It might be your connection, babe. Might be your connection, babe. Everybody. All right. Y'all hear me loud and clear? So we're going to keep going. We're going to go in. Matter of fact, let me just unplug and replug. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm going to unplug and replug. I just plugged and unplugged. Give me 1 second. Give me a plug. Give me a second. I'm just getting everything dialed in. All right. I just wanted to plug and unplug, and it should be real crystal clear now. All right. Sam Johnson said, I can't wait to have my second edition Bariyt Hadash. Man, we got so many things happening. All right. Brenda said little. I'll get it straight. All right, Lena says I'm tight now. She says I'm tight. I should be really good now. Brandon, tell us that I'm all clear now. I just wanted to plug and unplug. Sometimes we got to just restart. Y'all remember that movie with The Rock? I don't know, he was saving people in the fire. He's like, when you're at your wit's end, just restart. Just restart your phone. Oh, man, it's going to be a great day today. Man, my back already itching. I know it's going to be a good look. I got to scratch my back. I keep a back scratcher there. When it's going to get good and hot, my back will start itching. The spirit gets all over me. What a great day. But we're doing kingdom business, see? Everybody, when we do telethons, we'll do, usually 2, maybe 3 telethons a month. And we're going to do this throughout the project. And then we got so many things that we're gearing up for what we're going to do next, whatever, because the word's got to get promoted everywhere. We made an announcement yesterday, and shout out to everybody doing those supers. Man, who's doing them supers over here? We got Overseer. Who is that? Robert Stevens coming in with a great super. Appreciate that, brother Robert. We got Overseer in the building. Overseer Daniel Bacote with a super. And if I missed you, y'all, it's just, hold on, let me see who else is going in with the super. Who else did the super? Estelle's in the building with a super. Thank you, sis. We got several going. What was that? Yeah, they got memberships going out. We got supers in the chat. We got people over at TS Info. We're doing kingdom business. Why? We love Yahuwah like that. So we love Yahuwah not only with our words, we love him with our resources. We love him with our actions. We talked about that big time yesterday, about being a great steward, being a great servant with the talents and the abilities that Yahuwah has given us. We got to show Yahuwah. We got to prove to Yahuwah by the fruits that we show, by what we demonstrate. Everybody hit the like button. That's another thing we can do to be a great steward, to be a great servant. Hit the like button. Hit the love button if you're over on Facebook. Hit the share button if you want to be a great witness. These are simple things that we can do to make a big difference when it comes to building the kingdom up. What we're doing is we're searching souls. We're searching for the lost sheep of Yisrael that's been scattered throughout the entire world. Shout out to Sister Ashley. She said, we got the servant warriors going on in here. You know, what you got to understand is you got ancestors. Anybody that's really attracted to the promote the truth message that we're bringing from the scriptures, right? If you feel a real deep attraction to it, more than likely, here's what's going on. More than likely, here's what's going on. You are from the 12 tribes of Yisrael. So your ancestors, listen, here's how it goes. You got Abraham, Yiddishak, that's Isaac, and Yaakov, that's Jacob. And then Jacob, Yaakov had 12 sons. And these 12 sons, Yahuwah made a decision to build the nation of Yisrael, his own people, from throughout all eternity. Shout out to Brother Larry Moment with that super overseer in the building. He decided to take these 12 and build out the entire nation of his people. If you are attracted to the message that we're bringing, our message is all about building up the kingdom of Yahuwah through Yisrael. We're doing it through what he told us that he was going to do. He said, I'm going to scatter my people, Yisrael, throughout the entire world. He said, I'm going to scatter them to the farmost parts of the world. So what happened is our ancestors were disobedient. And Yahuwah kept his promise that if they were disobedient, he would turn them over to their captors. He would let them become enslaved even. See, and he already gave us the examples of these things through Masha, right? He gave us his examples later on through Masha. Son named Moses. So we see the pattern of disobedience from our ancestors. That's not something we should be surprised about. Okay, what happened? You got to ask yourself, what happened? So once you ask yourself what happened, you need to ask yourself, why me now? What happened then and why me now? Shout out to Sister over a Guardian Keeper Queen in the building with the super. Love my sister. She a real one. She stands 10 toes down all the time. You got to ask what happened then and why me now? Put that in the chat. What happened then and why me now? What happened then? Why me now? What happened then and why me now? What happened then and why me now? You gotta meditate on those two things. What happened then? They were disobedient. Who? The children of Yisrael. 430 years, Yahuwah had them become captive. 430 years. Like, this is not something that is like odd, because he let it happen again and again and again. What happened then and why me now? What happened then is they didn't guard the name of Yahuwah in a world full of counterfeits. The counterfeits will always be. There will never be a time, as long as we're in this current state of the earth, that there are not counterfeits. There are people that are posing as the truth, and the only way to break through the truth is through the guarding of Yahuwah's name. That's the only thing that's going to make this thing get right. See, before we go after anything else, we got to go after the guarding of Yahuwah's name. Everything starts with the guarding of his name. They did not guard his name. Lisa Moore says complaining. Oh, yeah. But see, the reason they were complaining is because they didn't guard his name. They didn't treasure his name. See, if we put all our chips in on his name and guard his name, all of our other actions will come into line. Everything else will come into play if we simply guard his name. It's going to make us want to be obedient. Yahuwah will give us his spirit to be obedient if we guard his name. Do you have the wherewithal? Do you have the desire to love Yahuwah and that name that's his name? It doesn't say just keep it. It says guard it. Guard, guard, guard. You got to stand on guard for Yahuwah and his name. Everything else will come into play once we do that. Now, we got a big telethon happening today. And the question is, have you already went to tsinfo.org and have you made yourself known? Have you went there and said, hey, I'm contributing to the guarding of his name because I don't know of any other platform that guards the name of Yahuwah as ardently, as passionately as promote the truth. And it's not like we just showed up somewhere on the scene. We've been here 18 and a half years. Almost longer than some people were born. We got some early 20s that are now calling on the name of Yahuwah. You weren't born that long before we were already guarding the name of Yahuwah. We proclaim the name of Yahuwah. We stand on the name of Yahuwah. We love Yahuwah, 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 Yahuwah. That's what we've been doing 18 and a half years. And you, all of you that are listening to me, none of you that I found would have known the name of Yahuwah had it not been for the work that we put in over these 18 plus years. Because you couldn't find the name of Yahuwah on Google or YouTube in May 2007. Wasn't there. Wasn't there. Wasn't there. Is that like mind-boggling? That you could not find the name of Yahuwah. You couldn't find it. So what happened then and why me now? Why did Yahuwah choose to reveal his name to me, Jay Nolan, 18 and a half years ago, May 2007? Because before that, go back to 2004, fall of 2004, I started studying the origin of words and all the ancient languages 6 to 10 hours a day. And I did that every day for 3+ years. I think it was around 3.5 years. Who do you know has done that? Like, who do you personally know says, hey, before I continue with anything else in my life, I want to know why I have come to believe what I believe. Why do people believe what they believe? These words I'm saying, are these words casting spells on me? Am I casting spells on myself? Am I cursing my own self with my words? Where do these words come from? What if somebody tricked you with the words that you're saying? You only speaking what you were taught. I had only been speaking what I was taught. I'm one of the few people you will ever meet from here on to the rest of your life that said, time out. I want to know why each of these words are here. And I went back and I did it. Now, Yahuwah, before I knew his name, I believe he looked at my heart and my intentions because I wanted to know my creator. And I went and sought for him. Tell me if this sounds familiar. I went and sought for Yahuwah with all my heart, all my soul, all my strength, and all my mind. And I put the resources behind it. You see, I believe he gave me some extra barakut, blessings, sign name blessings. Because he saw my heart, he had me where I made a lot of money. And what happened was I was able to take the leverage, the way the money was coming in. I had built a great team, organization, to where I didn't have to go in the office anymore for years. And my team ran the business, but I continued to get paid, and it afforded me the time. Y'all got to get real with me here. Don't you got to have the time to do this? See, most people listening to me, they go, how in the hell could I take the time to spend 6 to 10 hours a day? What if I told you to do it right now? What if I said, no, not me. You do the 6 to 10 hours a day. You take the next 3 years, go blank your brain with everything that you've learned from Promote the Truth. Like you never did it. Like you took a pill and it erased everything you have known. And it puts you back in your current state before you learned from Promote the Truth. And before you heard anything about Yahuah's name. Because see, we're one of the key instigators of this thing, called the spreading of his name. And you had to take 6 to 10 hours a day. Like right now, you don't know anything about Yahuah. You don't know anything you've learned from Promote the Truth. And you got to go spend 6 to 10 hours a day studying the origins of words. You got to go break down each word, how I got here. Then you got to go study Paleo Hebrew. Then you got to study modern Hebrew, which is really Aramaic. And then you got to study Aramaic itself. So Aramaic and modern Hebrew is just the same, except you write the letters different. That's it. Same thing. Just write the letters different. That's it. So you got Paleo Hebrew. Then you got to go study modern Hebrew. Then you got to study Aramaic. Right? And then after you go study Aramaic, you need to go study Greek, because that's where all the lies are at. You got to break Greek down during them 6 to 10 hours a day for 3 years. You got to study Latin, because the name Jesus is a Latinized Greek name. It's a Latin Greek name. Has nothing to do with Hebrew, has nothing to do with Aramaic. The name Jesus is Latin Greek. But you got to know that because you've been studying 6 to 10 hours a day. Now, if I ask you to go do that, could you afford to do that right now? How many people do you know could afford to take, hey, you still got to take care of your family. You still got to take care of bills, but you got to put your first 6 to 10 hours a day on this project. Then whatever else. Oh yeah, you got to go study the Masoretes. You got to study vowel pointing while you're learning modern Hebrew. Think about that. That's why y'all, when you come in here, you got to put some respect on Promote the Truth. You got to put some respect on what we've done here. You got to. Whether you like us or not, all right, that's up to you. But whether you respect us or not, that's like non-negotiable. You got to at least respect that work and that effort. And you got to go be true to yourself. Could I afford 6 to 10 hours a day to find the truth if I knew nothing about Yahuah? Y'all know not hardly 1 in a billion people can do that. And if you could do it, how many people got the desire to do it? People ain't got that desire. They don't love Yahuah like that's their creator. They don't love the creator like that. That's what I found. Y'all understand? So here we go. What I'm gearing you to is that now that I learned about him, learned his name, I learned to guard his name in a world full of counterfeits. I've had everything you could imagine thrown at me. The persecutions that are promised, I live them. Every day. People attack me every day throughout the world. Somebody somewhere in the world attacks me every day. They're like, I'm going to be like, oh, man, you said this about me. Wow. Oh, that hurt. Oh, no. Because you ain't put that work in that I put in. And by the way, how many times y'all see me do this? Put the pen up. See, you have people come in here on this channel. They'll come in this chat. They'll be showing love. They'll be, oh, yippee, yeah. And I'll go, all right, here's the pen. If you can teach it better, I invite you. Just send an email to info@promotethetruth. We're going to bring you on the live stream with me. You're going to come in live. We ain't going to cut it. We ain't going to edit it. We're going to bring you in live. Huh? Shout out to Nunez. We're going to bring you in live. I'm going to hand you the pen. I'm going to say, you teach me. You talking trash about me. All of you that do that out there in the world. But why won't you ever take this pen and come on alive and then teach me what you talking trash about me about? Why won't you ever take the pen live with me? Huh? Why won't you do that? Why won't they do that, fam? They won't do that. You want to know why? Because they know, they've listened, they've learned from me that I'm going to ask them some questions in front of everybody. I'm going to ask them no more than 5 questions before they look stupid and idiotic. You want to know why? Because their heart is dark. They don't have a good heart. So take this pen. Don't talk trash. Take the pen. Get on here and do it with calm. I ain't going to yell. I'm going to ask you some questions. We're going to put my 33 years of scholarship up on the line versus whatever you've done. And it might be more, might be less, I don't know. Let's talk about it. They ain't gonna want to do it. They don't want to do it. You want to know why? Because their father is Shaitan, Satan. And he is the king of behind the scenes talking that trash. But he don't want to face Yahuwah. But one day, you're going to come face to face. Let's play that, matter of fact. Look, what I'm preparing you for is one day you're going to come face to face with Yahuwah. And you're going to have to decide, did you guard his ways? Did you guard his commandments? Did you stand strong through all the tests that's coming face to face? You're going to have to come face to face with Yahuwah on this thing, fam. Someday it's happening.
Meeting you face to face, no fear inside. I walk this road with you as my guide. Kept your word, Yahuwah, never let it fade. I live for you, stayed unafraid. Meeting you face to face when the time is right. No regrets, I put up a strong fight. Every moment, every day, I guarded your commandments. Yahuwah, I chose your way. Every breath I take, I know it's real. Every step I make, it's in your will. I keep my heart clean, my mind set right. Walking in your truth, through the day and through the night. I can't waste no time. I gotta be bold, living for the moment when the skies unfold. Yahuwah, when I stand before you, I wanna hear you say, well done, my child, you chose my way.
Are y'all listening to these words? I can't waste no time. I gotta be bold, living for the moment when the skies unfold. Yahuwah. Hey, Larry, Daniel, Yahuwah. Got you. Got you.
Meeting you face to face, no fear inside. I walk this road with you as my guide. Get your word, Yahuwah, never let it fade. I live for you, stay unafraid. Meeting you face to face when the time is right. No regrets, I put up a strong fight. Every moment, every day, I guarded your commandments. Yahuwah, I chose your way.
See, I guarded your commandments. Yahuwah, I chose your way, not my way. See, that's why the Truth Scriptures Project is so important, is because you finally get the true words so you can actually make the proper choice. Wow. Wow. You understand? It's unbelievable. What's Mike talking about here? Mike, you off subject. They're gonna kick Mike out of here? I don't know. If Mike's talking crazy, kick him out. Mel or somebody. Stay on subject. If you got something you want to talk about or you got a question about, info@promotethetruth.com. Don't come in here talking trash. Look, here's the pen. Why don't you say, let me come on live with Jay, and I'm gonna come on and teach him something. You ain't gonna do it because I'm gonna ask you questions. You want to come here and mess with people. You out. You want to come in here and distract. And then they on the other side that quick. They on the other side that quick. Bam! They on the other side that quick. I love the truth. See, that's guarding. We're guarding the name of Yahuwah. We're in here. Guess what we're doing? We're teaching people to guard the name of Yahuwah, and then guess what? They can't help it. If that dark is in them, they just want to, I want to distract everybody because I don't want them to know that they got to come face to face with Yahuwah, but it's coming.
Many get lost in the noise outside, chasing the world, caught in the time, but I kept my soul locked in your name, through every trial, I still remain.
Did y'all catch it? Through every trial, I still remain. That was down in the soul. Y'all, let's do it again. Let's do it. Are you going to have to see, when he hit that note, it's like you got to have that fervor in you. You got to have that passion in you. Do you got it like that for Yahuwah, for that name?
My soul locked in your name, through every trial, I still remain. I can't waste no time. I gotta be bold, living for the moment when the skies unfold. Yahuwah, when I stand before you, I wanna hear you say, well done, my child, you chose my way.
Is he going to say, well done, my child, you chose my way, not your thoughts? We got to choose Yahuwah's thoughts, not his thoughts create his ways. Come on.
Meeting you face to face, no fear inside. I walk this road with you as my guide. Get your word, Yahuwah, never let it fade. I live for you, sit unafraid. Meeting you face to face when the time is right. No regrets, I put up a strong fight. Every moment, every day, I guarded your commandments. Yahuwah, I chose your way. One day you'll stand before your throne. No more questions, you'll be fully known. Ready to meet you, Yahuwah, face to face.
Y'all telling me that song ain't the bomb? That's a soul message between you and Yahuwah. So when I hear that song, it's me and Yahuwah. We talking. I'm telling him Yahuwah, I'm standing on you. I'm that servant warrior that Ashley talked about. Through every trial, I still remained. That's what I got on many people in this world. I got that fire that tested through the fire. I got all these now decades of tried in that fire. 30-some years I've been digging. I'm telling you, I started in 1992 trying to find that truth. Why am I here? And I put my money where my mouth is. I walked away from potential, probable millions of dollars. I was a high-level professional athlete. I'm sitting there watching the World Series right now going, yep, I know all about it. Could play with the best in the entire world. I walked away from it to find the truth. So when I'm coming to you, I'm not coming to you with opinions. I done studied this thing deep before I let that word come out of my mouth. And if I need a correction, I'm humble about it. And from time to time, it's like, oh, somebody will bring a point. I'm like, let me think about that. Y'all see me do it on here. I go, oh, let me check that. Because, you're working to get it all right. But man, all the core stuff, that big core stuff, I got that down in. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button because we're going to go in on this lesson. Go over to tsinfo.org. Hit tsinfo.org. Everybody contribute. Everybody building. We're building kingdom business today. I'm going to do a read off of all the people that's contributed from the time we announced. Yesterday, we announced that we're doing this telethon, and people started going in. Right now, we got a big one today, so we got to get set now. We got to get ready to get this thing. We got to get set.
Yeah. Woke up feeling like I'm on a mission. Ain't no stopping now cause I got vision. I see the goal, I'm locked in tight. Ain't no fear, I was built to fight. Oh, they wonder how I move like this. Oh, they asking how I never miss. Oh, ain't no luck, I got that favor. Yahoo is with me and I'm later. Yeah, I'm on my way. Ain't no delay, no time to waste. Ooh, yeah, I'm pushing, gotta go. Oh, gas, no brakes, just let them know. Get set, ooh, yeah, watch me rise. I see the dream, just look me in my eyes. Ain't no stopping, yeah, watch me flex. Level up now, watch what's next. Running this race, can't lose my stride. Haters talk, but they can't decide where I go and what's meant for me. Cause Yahuwah's got my destiny. Oh, they wonder how I move like this. Oh, they asking how I never miss. Oh, ain't no luck, I got that favor. Yahoo is with me and I'm later. Yeah, I'm on my way. No time to waste. I'm pushing, gotta go. No brakes, let them know. Get set, ooh, yeah, watch me ride. See the dream, just look me in my eyes. Yeah, watch me flex. Level up now, watch what's next. Oh, yeah. No, ooh, just watch what's next. Yeah. I'm telling you, ooh, just watch what's next. Yeah. I know they watching, I know they see, but this ain't luck, nah, it's meant to be. Every move, you know I'm going strong. Yahuwah's got me, I can't go wrong. I know they watching, ooh, yeah, I know they see, but this ain't luck, who it's meant to be. Every move, I know I'm going strong. Yahuwah's
Man, Yahuwah's got me. I can't go wrong. If Yahuwah's got you, you ain't gonna go wrong. Y'all walk on through this life steady. Just keep pressing on. Steady. Now we're going in. Look, guarding the name of Yahuwah in a world full of counterfeits. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. The Tanak, we announced yesterday that the final revisions of the Truth Scriptures Tanak, what we did is we had 100 of these made. We had them delivered to the Sukkot event that we had at beautiful Lake Colima in beautiful Colombia, South America. And from the time this book arrived in the camp, I kid you not, and we got too many witnesses now. We got about 100 witnesses. Within 30 minutes of this book arriving in the camp, all chaos broke loose in the environment. Yahuwah almost tore the place up. He gave a sign and a wonder that has not been seen for about 2,000 years. It's never happened in the whole country of Colombia in all their existence. What happened within 30 minutes of this book hitting that camp? All chaos, the storm, a hurricane type force winds came through that camp. Hail that never hails. We're in South America. We're like outside of Cali where it's warm year round. Hail came through. It was like about an inch of hail across the whole grounds where we were at, like snow. Within 30 minutes. So what Yahuwah was doing was he was giving us his sign that this is his word. Everybody there. This ain't no different than when he parted the seas. Than when he sent the fire and hail out of the air in Matzah. When he sent all the flies. When he sent the locusts. When he killed all the firstborn. This is the same energy that did all that. Did that day. As a witness, the Yahuwah is speaking. He is backing this word. And it's just like then, people seen it with their own eyes. You're going to have some people, they properly honor and fear Yahuwah. And they're going to follow him and guard his ways with all they got. And they're going like, I am not messing with the creator of all. Overseer Bill, look, he said, hey, true embassy, I bear witness. And you got some people, they'll see something that magnificent from Yahuwah and they'll go nuts. They'll get angry. They'll get upset. They will start cursing. They will start bashing the people of Yahuwah. But that demon that's in them has got knocked upside the head. Look at Melanie. She said, I bear witness to that storm. Hurricane force winds, hailstorm, couldn't see more than a few feet in front of you. Stuff flying through the air. It was going crazy. And all of his people that were close to me, under a tin roof that was about to blow off, were all calm, including the babies. And nothing touched us. Other than the people that was on the outer banks, Yahuwah was hitting them with some hail to let them know he's for real. And see, that witness is going to be here throughout all eternity. It's being recorded. It got recorded, I should say, in the book of life. And it's going to be brought up just like the parting of the seas and all these others. We will see it talked about through eternity. And those of us that honored it, and we're going to be able to celebrate it. Those of us that were disloyal to that moment, you're going to watch from the lake of fire. You're going to watch, no matter what you say. You can't. Why don't you call up a storm like that? Why don't you show us your allure? If your allure is the true allure, if you claim that the Yahuwah you serve is the true Yahuwah versus the Yahuwah who is the Most High that we serve, why don't you call these things to be? Can't do it. You can just have wishful thinking. It's here. I'm going to Yeshayahu, chapter 52. If you're one of the 100 that's got this, I'm on page 620. Yeshayahu, son named Isaiah. When it comes to the topic of guarding the name of Yahuwah in a world full of counterfeits, it says in the first verse, wake up, put on your strength, O Zion. See, that's Yahuwah's, he's always saying Zion, you know it as Zion, Z-I-O-N. The proper spelling is T-S-I-Y-U-N, Zion. So Zion, that's his mountain. For whatever reason, he talks about it all the time. It's going to happen at the end time. He'll be calling his mountain Zion. Jerusalem, the set apart city. Remember, the new Jerusalem's coming down. He still calls Jerusalem the set apart city. The Jerusalem he's talking about here is not that Jerusalem over there in that, quote, Middle East they're talking about. It's nothing of the like. That is a lie. This is the truth. Hardly anybody's going to tell you what I just said, but I just said it. Jerusalem, the set apart city, put on your beautiful clothes. Never again will the uncircumcised and the unclean enter you. That means this time is still to come. Because you got all kind of people that they claim different places in Jerusalem, and they unclean and they uncircumcised in heart. Oh, Jerusalem, you were once a prisoner, but now shake the dust off of yourselves and stand up. See, this is for the remnant. You got to shake the dust off. That means that we were in the dust. But what's happening with the true scriptures is the new Jerusalem is standing up and shaking the dust off. O daughter of Zion, you were once captives, but now you are free. So, break the chains off of your neck. Yahuwah told us to break the chains off our neck. It's a spiritual chain. It's all this Christianity and all of this Catholicism and all this Muslim and all this Krishna and Buddhism. All these isms and all this other stuff. Break the chains off your neck. Yahuwah says, you were not sold for a price. You hear that? Yahuwah says you were not sold for a price. So you shall be redeemed without a cost. Yahuwah said, I turned you over for free. So I'm going to redeem you based on my free will. The Master Yahuwah says, at first, my people went to Matzah to live there as sojourners, but Asher oppressed them for no reason. See, they didn't get taken captive in the Matzah. They went down there voluntarily to live. Remember? Yaakov went down there to live because his son, Yusuf, was the ruler over the entire land, Joseph. He goes, but see, the bigger they got, the Matzarim, the Egyptians, got jealous and then imprisoned them. Yahuwah says, look what has happened now. Another nation has taken away my people for nothing. Didn't pay anything for them. Why? Yahuwah turned them over. The nation that rules over them makes fun of me and continually blasphemes my name, says Yahuwah. What's blaspheme? They don't respect and honor his name. How could we come in the name of Yahuwah, bring you this good word, good teaching, and then you say anything negative about the people of Yahuwah who's bringing you his name and only claiming him as the Mashiach? How could you fix your mouth, you blasphemous being? That's what he's saying. And then guess what he says in verse 6? Therefore, my people shall know my name. If you his people, you shall know his name. Anybody that does not know the name Yahuwah, that's the first requisite to be the Creator's people. You must know his name and acknowledge that. On that day, they shall know that Ani, YAHUAH. No other translation in the world puts that there. No other translation in the world, because see, at the appropriate times, we bring the Hebrew words in to drive it through your soul. Ani, YAHUAH, meaning I am. I am he. Isn't that funny that Yahusha said that over in the Bariyt Hadash? He says, I am he. Yeah. How many I am he's can there be? One. I am. I am he. Come on, Yahuwah. Who is speaking? Behold, it is I. Yahuwah is saying singular, singular, singular. How beautiful it is to see a person coming over the mountains like we are, bringing the good news, the Bashura, announcing peace. We always come in peace, but we got a sword on our hip. And declaring salvation. Yeah. Saying to Ziyun, your Allure reigns. The Almighty Yahuwah reigns. The watchmen are shouting. That's us. We're the watchmen. We are shouting. Together they shout with joy. We celebrate. We happy people. They will see with their own eyes when Yahuwah returns to Ziyun. We got a promise. It's a high, high probability that those of us that are living now will see Yahuwah split them clouds, because we were faithful enough to bring his truth. Nobody else in all these thousands of years brought his truth until us. Until us. We standing on that. Get mad if you want. We did it. And you're part of it or you're against it. Pick a side. Be hot or cold. Yeah. They will see with their own eyes when Yahuwah returns to Zion, his set apart mountain. Even though Jerusalem has been in ruins, see, it says that Jerusalem is in ruins. There is no established Jerusalem right now. It's in ruins. The one that Yahuwah is talking about is in ruins. Its people, even though it's in ruins, its people will rejoice and sing together. So from the ruined state, there's no established city that is the real Jerusalem now. It does not exist. It's scattered. Its people are scattered throughout the world. But those of us that are his people, we are what? We are rejoicing and singing together because Yahuwah has comforted his people and set Jerusalem free. So even though the city itself is not yet established, we, his people, are free. We are free in Yahuwah. Hallelujah. Yahuwah has revealed, wait a minute. Wait till all you people in Sukkot hear this. Yahuwah has revealed his set apart power in front of all nations. And the entire earth will see the salvation of our Allure. Why do you think we have people come in from all over different parts of the world? There are people from all over the world came in to Sukkot. From all over the world. Each person is a representative of this verse that was at Sukkot. They got to see Yahuwah's power. Therefore, they're going to proclaim his salvation to the nations. You weren't just some regular person in Sukkot. You were part of this verse if you accept it. Leave all of my people. Get out of Babel. Yahuwah telling every one of us that's his people, get out of any place that resembles Babel. That's why I tell y'all, get out of these cities. Get you somewhere out in the country. You got to be prepared. Get out. Touch nothing that is unclean. Come out from among them and stay pure. You who carry the vessels of Yahuwah. Bam! Bam! The vessels of Yahuwah. Why do y'all think we got these separated at first? These are the vessels of Yahuwah. The Bariyt Hadash and the Tanak are the vessels of Yahuwah. Wait a minute. Come out from among them and stay pure, you who carry the vessels of Yahuwah. You will not have to leave in a hurry or run away in fear, because Yahuwah will go ahead of you. The allure of Yisrael will protect you from behind. He said, I got you from the front and I got you from behind. If you accept it, I walk and live in this faith. That Yahuwah is in front of me, he's behind me, and he's on each side of me. The master says, behold, y'all better listen carefully. Some of y'all gonna trip out. Y'all ain't paid attention to this. The master says, behold, at that time, my chosen one shall act wisely. He shall be highly respected and honored. Many shall be shocked when they look at him, because his appearance shall become more disfigured than any person has, and he shall no longer look like a human. Well, y'all better put some seatbelts on. Some of y'all got insight. Some of y'all got inside information. What y'all gonna do with this? I'm gonna read this one more time, starting in 13. Those that have ears to hear, let them hear. The master says, behold, at that time, my chosen one shall act wisely. He shall be highly respected and honored. Many shall be shocked when they look at him, because his appearance shall become more disfigured than any person ever has, and he shall no longer look like a human. However, he shall startle many nations. Kings shall shut their mouths due to him, because they shall see what was never told to them and understand things they had never heard about. Now, some of y'all got extra insight today. I promise you, you don't know what you don't know. But I promise you, if you're willing to accept Yahuwah and accept his message through his word that we are bringing to this earth, all kind of things will begin to become revealed to you. You're going to understand the scriptures, and you're going to understand the place that you're in. And then you're going to promote the truth. Because we are carrying Yahuwah's vessels. Y'all better get ready for this. See, we're guarding the name of Yahuwah in the middle of all these counterfeits. Right in the middle. We right in here in the thick of it. Guarding. Why are we guarding like this? Yahuwah sets it up. Therefore, my people shall know my name. When you know and accept his name, and then you, Baruch, the one who brought you the name. The scriptures commands you to Baruch Haba Bashem Yahuwah. You are to Baruch, bless the one who comes in the name of Yahuwah. I brought you the name of Yahuwah. Through promote the truth. You are to Baruch who brought you the name. You're commanded. Why? Because then you get access to Yahuwah. What happened to anyone that did not Baruch the ones that he sent in his name? That's why if you receive me, you receive him. And that's how all of you got to go forth as you witnesses, as disciples around the world. You are children of the Most High. The Most High has appointed an emissary, like a prophet, at this appointed time to bring you the truth. And like my predecessors, most of the world will not receive me and this message and what we bring from Promote the Truth. They're not going to receive it. Only the ones that have ears to hear, that are his sheep, are going to receive this message. So I will never get caught up into the numbers. Even though we got hundreds of thousands, I know there's a remnant in there. You got to get up into the millions to get the real remnant. We're going to have to probably get to about 1.5 million to 2 million subscribers before we can find 144. That takes discipline. Because a lot of people look at them numbers. I'm looking at them actions of those people. If we go over to Shamu, we get the mandate. You see? We get the mandate on what I just read from Shamu chapter 20. That's Exodus chapter 20. Verse 7 says, you do not bring the name of Yahuwah, your allure, to nothing. For Yahuwah will not leave the one unpunished who brings his name to nothing. That's why we got to guard the name of Yahuwah so it does not ever again get brought to nothing. That's what happened, yes or no? Yahuwah's name was brought to nothing. You had no clue. I had no clue. All them decades of our lives. I found out when I was 39, fam. That's almost 4 decades. And we do this drill all the time. When did you find out about the name of Yahuwah? Put it in the chat. Come on, Quincy. She got it. When did you find, how old were you when you found the name of Yahuwah? Put it in the chat. This is crazy. When you find out how old people were when they found the name of Yahuwah, it's crazy. Look at this. Ashley, 29. That's 3 decades. Melanie, 63, 6 decades. Real Mirror, 33, 3 decades. Marielle, 24, 2.5 decades. Noah, 26, 2.5 decades. Look at the chat. Dorena, 38, almost 4 decades. Lisa Moore, 53, 5 decades. Eula, 76, 7.5 decades. Jerry, 65, 6.5 decades. Don't that make y'all go, what in the hell's going on? Huh? That's got to make everybody go, wait a minute. The man is telling me something. The man is telling me something here. I'm making you stop and think. Yahuwah's name got brought to nothing. What are we talking about? Norman, 57, almost 6 decades. Lizette, 43, 4+ decades. Robert Aronson, 50, 5 decades. Onazali, 27, almost 3 decades. Donna Steele, 63, 6+ decades. Hannah, 29, 3 decades. Bella Mutombo, 39, 4 decades. Pamela Linus, 59, 6 decades. Amber House, 36, 3.5 decades. Elmer, 38, almost 4 decades. Carl, 36, 3.5 decades. Mo, Sister Mo, 55, 5.5 decades, sis. What are we talking about? They buried, they covered, they brought Yahuwah's name to nothing. And we know this is true. And what are we talking about? How can we not get fired up and take this thing up to another level? With thousands of years, they buried his name. Queen, 57, 5.5+ decades. Krista Shepherd, 39, 4 decades. Sherry, 63, 6+ decades. Cherie, 43, 4+ decades. Natasha, 53, 5+ decades. Kimberly, 52, 53, what? 5+ decades. Angela John was 63, 6+ decades. Brandon Gentles, 28. I think that's the youngest we got on here. We can go on and on and on. We got 70 on here, 7 decades with Diana Casey. Look at this. Anna Tatum, 75, 7.5 decades. 28, around 3 decades, family. Around 3 decades, like me, 4 decades. 3 decades is what we got as the soonest time somebody found Yahuwah's name. You mean to tell me you don't understand the critical urgency of this message? Davine, 58, 6 decades almost. Stephen Lloyd, 49. Shirley T, 78, almost 8 decades, sis. What are we talking about here? Y'all want to know why I'm so fired up? Because I took a stand when I didn't have nobody with me. When all my family thought I was nuts, other than 1 or 2. All my friends thought I was crazy. Everybody going, I can't find nothing about this Yahuwah online. They going to where? Google? YouTube? What are you talking about? Where you get this from? This some new age stuff? What is this? I was getting public. I had a Bible counselor who I helped pay off. He had a $234,000 mortgage. I paid off all his mortgage except I think about $30,000. Around $200,000 because of the work he was doing. Bought him a nice SUV. It was a used Chevrolet Tahoe. Great condition. I think I paid about $30,000 for it. Plus I paid off almost all his house. When I brought him the name of Yahuwah, he went on a scathing rant accusing me of being a scumbag, an apostate. He called me every name under the moon, smeared me to other people. I went on intense persecution, had people poison me, try to kill me. I tithed to one organization who was carrying the name of Yahuwah, $20,000, straight up, facts. And the person, we believe that person tried to poison me, saying that they follow Yahuwah. When I first found Yahuwah, couldn't I have turned my back on Yahuwah then? Couldn't I have turned my back on Yahuwah right then? When I was laying there throwing up, puking my brains out, feel like my face was sliding down. Couldn't I have turned in and said, oh man, this Yahuwah thing might not be right? No. When I found his name, I didn't need nobody else to encourage me. And if all of y'all left, I'll still be standing here. I done proved it. And you got to look at the person next to you and say, hey, if you leave, I ain't. I've been sued. I've had staff try to attack me, malign me. My ex-wife went crazy because she was a false follower, trying to destroy me. I had blog articles. I had people make up stuff you would not believe. Nothing true. Nothing can be proven. I got court transcripts. I had judges turn on me. They were my Pharaoh, my power. Yahuwah told me I'm going to harden their heart. So in the end, I'm going to raise you up and I'm going to deliver you and I'm going to increase my name. Don't move, boy. Don't you move. Stand with me. Look at my daddy's telling you. My daddy's in here. He's going facts, facts, facts. He had to sit there and watch me go through it. He wasn't following Yahuwah then, but he wasn't hating on me. He was one of the few people that said, hey, I respect it. I'll keep studying. I'll learn. They were going nuts on me. Why? Because the scriptures are true. Yahuwah HaMashiach. Yahuwah Mashiach, I should say. Yahuwah Mashiach, who they call Yahusha. He said if they persecuted me, they're going to persecute you. No servant is greater than the master. So I believe it. Unless you pick up your stake, what does that mean? Take that persecution. Take it with a happy heart. Come on, Queenie. You got to take it. That's what pick up your stake means. It means when people are gossiping, when people are slandering, when people are defaming, and you heard the truth, and the man's been on here holding up the pen, and nobody will take that pen, but they'll go mock and try to talk trash. No. You got to stand. Yeah, that's why we got this. Yeah, let me go grab this other sword. Bam! The Bariyt Hadash. Ain't none of it faze me. Ain't none of it slow me down. It just turned me up. You want to know why? They don't know who I am. You don't know who I am. If you knew who I am, you would not mess with me. You would only honor me like I honor you. You would only love me like I love you. I don't ever bring no hate, no slander, no gossip to nobody. No, nobody. See, you would accept this word. YAHUAH, John, chapter 17, verse 6. When Yahusha, who is Yahuwah, said, I have revealed your name to those you gave me from this world. They were yours, and you gave them to me, and they have kept your word. That's the bottom line here. That's what this whole thing gonna come down to. The mission. See, you gotta understand. Once we heard Yahusha, who is Yahuwah, say, Father, I have revealed your name to those who you gave me. Do you belong to Yahuwah? Then you know his name and you guard it. Because we just proved, come on, Brother Brandon Gentles. I'm 10 toes down with you. That's the thing I love about me. I match you. Your loyalty, I match it. I match it. I match whatever you want to bring, I match it. See, Yahusha's mission, him as a human, is what? To restore the name of Yahuwah. Well, how do we know this? In verse 11, he says, I am no longer going to be in the world, but they are in the world. I come to you, set apart, Father. So guard them in your name. See, you want Yahuwah to guard you, then you got to guard him. He going to match you. I'm like my daddy Yahuwah. He gonna match us. We guard, he guard. We don't guard, he don't guard. Period. Look at your life. Your life ain't where it's supposed to have already been because you didn't know how to guard. Now give it a year or two, guard in his name, and watch your whole life come into order and expand. Come on, Mario. Let's get it. He said, I come to you, set apart, Father, so guard them in your name, which is the name you gave me. So I know there's only one name. Right there with that statement. Come on, Brenda. I know there's only one name because right in John, YAHUAH in chapter 17, 11, he said, Yahushua said, Father, I guard them in your name. If we ask everybody that's coming to YAHUAH, what's the name of the Father? They're going to say YAHUAH. I said, all right. Well, then why does Yahushua say, I guard them in your name, which is the name you gave me? What does that mean? I guard them in your name, which is the name you gave me, so that they may be one as we are one. He says we are one. We got the same name. Duh. You got to say duh to that. Anybody can't get that? You got to go duh next. While I was with them, I was guarding them in your name, which is the name you gave me. Says it twice. And it is the name that kept them safe. What guards you is his name. He could have said all kind of other things. He could have said your spirit. He could have said your messengers. He said it's the name of YAHUAH is what kept them safe. Is what will keep you safe. None of them has been lost except the son of destruction, so that the scriptures will be fulfilled. All right. You have the son of destruction, Judas, right? Yehuda Iscariot. Guess what? Ain't nothing changed. It just went from son of destruction to children of destruction. In this last days, the son of destruction multiplied just like we gonna multiply. They gonna have more demons. We gonna get more set apart disciples. Ain't nothing changed. You're gonna have people in Yahuwah's name. They are children of destruction. They're only here to divide and try to take away. So we can't get shook by that. We gotta look at them and go, shame on you. Next. Just look at them. You gotta look to the side. I ain't going with you. It's easy work. It's easy work. What y'all doing with this message? Is this telethon lighting up? Huh? Yeah. It's lighting up. Now, who's winning? Before I got some more blazing to do. Man, I got about 30 more minutes. Woo, woo. I got about 30 more minutes of blazing. Before I do, I want to know who's with the tsinfo.org. Who's got themselves package qualified? If you're brand new, go there and get at least Opal package qualified. Let's go start from yesterday. Before I keep going, I want to go get a shout out to all the people who understands the assignment, who's over there, they're contributing, they're working with the Father, they're working with us. I love that. Be set apart with us. Let's go check it out. Oh my God, y'all trying to show out. Y'all trying to show off. Y'all trying to show off today. Man, Yahuwah, look at your people work. Look at it. When did we start the announcement? Yesterday we did. We said we're going to start from then. Let's get the time. Yeah. Here we go. Hold on. Wait a minute. We going in. We going in. Let me get it right. Let me get it right. Yeah. Hold on. Here we go. Daniel Bakote. Who would have ever thought, right? First one, contribute to the campaign. Daniel Bakote started out with $52. Ashley McGrath, $135. Larry Moment, $100. Shout out to the overseer, Daniel and Overseer Larry coming in, setting the tempo. Jeremy Bowley. I think Jeremy's one of our new Purple Diamonds. 20. Onozali, Paula, Chanel Billion. What a name. Billon. 100. Eileen Million. 100. Noah Ruben Rose. 52. David Lucky. 100. Victoria Ajula. 61. Estelle Dunomes. 21. Carl Strivon. 124. This is a shout out to everybody building the kingdom. Y'all got to be excited in the chat over this, because this is everybody pulling together. We're going to guard Yahuwah's name with these resources. Yeah, Carl Strivon, 124. Horatio Farrell, 10. Jason Jaswell, 78. Kimberly Breton, 25. Brandon Johnson, 259. Queen Nelson, 70. Krista Shepard, 124. Nakia McCleary, 93. Frankie Stevens, 47. Cynthia Stewart, 26. Brandon Tello, 208. Henry Bill, Overseer, Tech Grabber, 100. Lisa Bethel down in the Bahamas, 46. Daniel Bocote again, before we even started, 519. Why does he love Yahuwah like that? Lynette Simmons, 10. Tim Taylor, 15. Renee Patterson, 18. Yeah, Victor DeVera, $7.76. Brandon Gentles, 12. Brandon Gentles again, 8. Brandon Gentles again, 6. Natasha Stevens, 130. Estelle Dunomes, 37. Donald Houston, 150. Randy Million, 52. Darl Williams, 10. Yamani Thomas, shout out, sis, 104. Emily Michaud, 31. Sapizo Mwanza, 10. Norman Irvin, 26. Hannah Tello, 26. Look at that Tello family going crazy. Blake Smith, that Tello Irvin family, I should say. Blake Smith, 94. Catherine Tillman, 20. Natasha Stevens, 26. Dorina Vargas, 77. Jay Cordova, 26. Joe and Ebony Carden, 208. That's Overseer Joe in the building with his awesome powerhouse wife, Ebony. Robert Stevens, not playing around, 727. He's Purple Diamond, by the way. Purple Diamond and a Tatum, 375. Look at that family working. Yee! Matthew Wells, 21. Donna Steele, 10. Adam and Rachel Moore, 114.50. Robert Aronson, Purple Diamond and Son, 104, down there in Portugal. Brenda Spencer, 10. Archella Williamson, 21. Marielle Jenner, 208. Sylvia Johnson, 3. See, we 3 to 3,000. We've had people do 10,000. We come together as a family and we tear stuff up. We pull resources together, and then everybody watches. They watch to promote the Truth Team attack all over the world. You're going to see it big time. We're bringing on we're getting the title straight. It's going to be VP or Operations Manager, high level, coming on. High and respects the name of Yahuwah highly. Get ready to come on. When I get off of this, I'm talking to him. Woo-wee! All right, but it don't matter. 3 is the minimum you can do, but do whatever you can do. Get in on this. Sherry Harrod, Purple Diamond, staff member, 26. She ain't got to do it, but she loved Yahuwah like that. Cherie Vivian down in Australia, 21. Let's get it. Fred Jaswell, 130. Elizabeth Steele Razoo, 21. Yolanda Crawford, 10. Kareen Hingo. She come back again? Oh, no. Kareen's down in her and Elmer. Down in the Philippines, 10. Letitia Kelly, 30. Lizette Transcoso, 15. Her and Daniel coming in the building. Rashawn Rich Cap Cross, 10. Vivian Harper, Dula, 20. Kathleen Brown said, I'm not playing with y'all, 2,200. She's saying first fruits. I know what that is. That's first fruits. I know it. I know that's first fruits. She's going hardcore with Yahuwah. Angela Johnwood, 144, representing. Steve Lloyd, 26. Latanya Williams, 70. Lizette again, 10. Her and Daniel. Look, that's the people thus far that said, I understand the assignment. I got it. You ain't got to tell me twice. See, they getting it. That's a big shout out to everybody thus far that said, we doing Yahuwah's kingdom business. Yeah. Y'all ready to go? We talking about guarding the name of Yahuwah in a world of counterfeits. They all over the place. But we all over the place. Who gonna win? We are. Watch. Enemy Yahoo. Where's that other sword at? Y'all gonna make me mess around and pick up this cannon again, the Tanak, that's on its way to you. Yeah. Y'all gonna make me pick up this sword. Enemy Yahoo. I'm going to chapter 23. Yes, I am. Y'all enjoying this? Put some fire emojis in the chat. Put some fire emojis in the chat. If y'all feeling this lesson today, and you one of them real ones saying, I'm going to guard the name of Yahuwah, it's never going to be brought to nothing again, ever. Never. Not on my watch. I'm a watchman. Everybody got to say it. I'm a watchman. This is never. That's why when you contribute to TS Info, you are fueling the watchman fire. You are making sure his name never comes to nothing again. The only reason it did is because they didn't have no real one stand on business. I'm telling you, I went through this crazy persecution. It will make you want to give up if you ain't real. You're going to go, I don't want this heat. I don't want this fire. Kimberly got it, page 663. I'm going to 664 actually, kid. I'm in Yirmiyahu, son named Jeremiah, chapter 23. And I'm going to start reading where? Watch this. Verse 20. I, Yahuwah, Yirmiyahu, Jeremiah 23:20. Are y'all ready for this? I, Yahuwah, shall not turn back my anger until I have carried out and completed the plans of my heart. In the last days, where we at? Come on, Overseer Larry. He said, I'm a watchman. In the last days, when? In the last days, you shall understand it clearly. He says, all this has been written by the Nabaim, the prophets, will all make sense, and it will become clear in the last days. That's why the Truth Scriptures is here, baby. It is going to make it completely clear what Yahuwah has always been talking about. You are watching prophecy being fulfilled before your eyes. Now watch. Come on, y'all. Can y'all handle this? Queenie, can they handle it? Cherie, can they handle it? Yolanda, Kimberly, Sister Queen, Elmer Hingo, one of my staff members down in the Philippines. He said, I'm going to watch me. Watch what he said. In the last days, you should understand it clearly now. Watch what he said before. He goes, I, Yahuwah, shall not turn back my anger. He says, my anger is burning until I have carried out and completed the plans of my heart. He says it's in his heart to carry it out. What does he say he's going to carry out? He says, I did not send these prophets, but they ran out to you anyway. Sam Johnson, look on the screen right there. It says TS Info, bottom left-hand corner. TSinfo.org. That's where you contribute right there, Big Daddy. Yahuwah said, I didn't send these prophets. These are people that are coming in his name now. Just like today. They're going to get rampant, by the way. We ain't seen nothing yet. They're going to come from all over the place. And you're going to know that they ain't right because they're going to be proclaiming two names. Yahusha, Yahuwah. That right there tells you they were not sent from Yahuwah. Then, if they claim one name, you got to go check them down. What calendar they follow. Right? You're going to see a bunch of them run right back to the Jewish calendar, the pagan Jewish calendar. You're going to see them run over there, thinking that they got some type of set apartness. He said, I did not send these prophets, but they ran out to you anyway. I did not speak to them, but still they prophesied. However, if they had stood in my counsel and heard my words, which I do only, I only stand in the counsel of my Father, the creator of all, Yahuwah. I only get his instructions. They would have turned my people away from their evil path and their wicked way of living. See, people think because they got a resemblance, they got his name, that they ain't double wicked. Yahuwah says it's better you had not known my name than know my name and be wicked with it, than bring it to nothing and put Yahusha on top of it. Listen to this, am I only an Alua who is near? Am I only like right here with you is what Yahuwah is saying? Says Yahuwah. And not also an Alua who is also far away? He says, I'm everywhere. You think I'm only like right here with you? And you think I'm not way over there with them? Can anyone hide in secret places where I shall not see them? Says Yahuwah. Do I not feel the heavens and the earth? Says Yahuwah. I have heard what the prophets say. Those who prophesy lies in my name. They say, I had a dream. I had a dream. How long shall this continue in the hearts of the prophets who prophesy lies and speak the deceit of their own hearts? They plan to make my people forget my name through the dreams they tell one another, just like their fathers forgot my name for Baal. Woo! Wait a minute. For Baal. That's what this is all about. When you run to any other name but Yahuwah, you are a Baal worshiper. You are a counterfeit. They plan to make my people forget my name, not promote the truth. Y'all go back through every single video. We're one of the few, if not the only, to stand on Yahuwah is the only Mashiach. And we got that word. We did this translation. And we done tried all the other translations. And nobody will take the pen. Here's the translation. It's from Yahuwah. Take the pen. Prove it wrong. Take it. You better be well versed in Hebrew. You better know it from both sides. Just imagine me asking some people some questions when it gets to Hebrew. Imagine that. Imagine what that looks like. Imagine. The prophet who has a dream, let him tell his dream. However, the one who has my word, let them speak it truthfully. What does straw have in common with grain? Says Yahuwah. My word is like fire, says Yahuwah, and like a hammer that shatters rock. So, I am against the false prophets, says Yahuwah, those who try to steal my words from each other. Yes, I am against the false prophets, says Yahuwah, those who use their own tongues and say, this is what Yahuwah says. What I tell y'all about that? What did I tell y'all about that? You got to be careful when you say, Yahuwah told me. You're going to find yourself to be a false prophet. Yahuwah only speaks to his emissaries and his prophets. And every now and then, he'll show up and speak to someone else, typically through Gabriel, the arch messenger, the chief messenger. You got to be careful. That's Christianity, pagan doctrine to say, Yahuwah told me. Somebody said, well, he said he's going to pour out his spirit. When? In those days. What days? Has those days come? They came one time before, and then it got doused. And then Yahuwah says, I'm going to restore it again. He only going to do it twice. He did it at the day he gave them his spirit. And then what they do? They weren't obedient. And therefore he said, I'm going to scatter you again. And then he says, in those days, I'm going to pour out my spirit. And when he said, I'm going to pour out my spirit, it don't mean he going to be talking to you. It means that his spirit will be in you to give you eternal life. To give you eternal life. But the only people I can find in scripture, from front to back, that Yahuwah actually talks to is his prophets, his emissaries, his priests, some priests. And every now and then, he'll show up and talk to someone. But usually it'll be through Gabriel or one of the messengers. And that's tough for a Christian-minded person to accept. That's tough for organized, because everybody, Yahuwah talking to me. Well, why didn't you come out with the word then, since he's talking to you? What you waiting for? Why didn't you come out with the word? All this time went by. You didn't come out with the word. He's been talking to me for a while, and it took me a while to finally go ahead and say, all right. Because it's a big thing to say, I'm going to put your word on the paper. Because I had to make sure I'm studied properly. You can't just be talking tongue in cheek to Yahuwah. He'll blow. He said, I'm a fire. I'm a hammer. I'm a hammer. I'm going to crush you. So I'm against these false prophets, says Yahuwah, who try to steal my words from each other. Yes, I'm against the false prophets, says Yahuwah. Those who use their own tongues and say, this is what Yahuwah says. I'm against those who prophesy false dreams, says Yahuwah. They tell the dreams and mislead my people with their lies and reckless words. I did not send them or command them. And they do nothing to help these people, says Yahuwah. When these people or a prophet or a priest ask you, what is the message from Yahuwah? You are to answer them. What message? Because I am abandoning you, says Yahuwah. See? I'm not fooling with y'all no more. They were disobedient. As for the prophet, the priest, or anyone among the people who says, this is the message from Yahuwah, I shall punish that person and his household. Now be careful. Some of y'all talking trash out there. You got a great expectation. Pay attention. Some of y'all listen to me right now. When it happens, you'll think of me last. Right before Yahuwah deals with you. Remember I told you, you were warned in the scriptures. You had to take the pen first. Prove in front of the kahal that you're true. Didn't want to do it. Therefore, you got expectation of punishment. This is what you should say to one another, each to their neighbor and brother. What has Yahuwah answered? And what has Yahuwah spoken? What has he spoken? However, you must no longer say, this is the message from Yahuwah, because each person's own words shall become their burden. You have twisted the words of the living Allure, Yahuwah of hosts, your Allure. This is what you should say to the prophet. What has Yahuwah answered you? And what has Yahuwah spoken? However, if you still say, this is the message from Yahuwah, then this is what Yahuwah says. You keep saying this phrase, even though I told you not to. That's why I've been warning people, quit saying Yahuwah told me. So I am going to completely forget you and abandon you along with the city that I gave to your ancestors. And I shall throw you out of my presence. I shall place you on a lasting mockery, an eternal shame that shall never be forgotten. That ain't ever left. And Yahuwah sent me to reestablish his truth. And that's just a fact. And that might trip some people out. But it's the truth. It's the truth. And I'll keep letting it play out. I'll keep letting it play out. What y'all think? All right, that's good for this session. I'll pick up a little bit more on this one. I'll go into the next one. I got 3 master subjects today. 3 masters messages and lessons for this particular day. I want everybody to go hardcore today at tsinfo.org. Get yourself package qualified. If you don't know what that means, I'll cover packages in the next section. Or you can go over to tsinfo.org. You can read the description of each package. You're not buying anything. You're contributing to Yahuwah's word getting expanded throughout the world. You have heard this great message today. What are you going to do with it? What you going to do with this thing? I'll catch y'all back here at 2:15. 2:15 Eastern Standard Time. We going back in hard in the pack. Yahuwah.